last week? The world was coming to an end. Or was that earlier this week? I can never remember. It comes to an end ever so often. I can never keep up with it. So a friend of mine, though, that's in the investment business, he and I share discussions about this occasionally because it's so frustrating to, for us that know the market and that know the historical data to see people get caught up in the drama of stock market and the drama surrounding the point that they lose their ever-loving minds and they lose their fortunes in the process. They miss out on what could have been a fortune. Here's the article he sent me. It's awesome. It's from CNBC. The inspiring story of the worst market timer ever. Now, to market time is to try to guess when the market is high and sell, guess when the market is low and buy. Buy low, sell high. Tons of studies and research, by the way, before I get to the article, that indicates market timing is a really bad idea because no one can see the future. And so the best way, mathematically, historically, to make money investing in good growth stock mutual funds is to constantly be investing and not try to time the market. All kinds of research and data to support that statement, that theory. So, this CNBC story. As stocks have become mighty volatile, long-term investors could be induced to become more short-term oriented in their thinking, buying stocks on a single day's rally or selling after a swift 11% decline, such as we saw last week. Based on the historical performance of the S&P 500, it's that second decision, the fear-based move to sell, that is the more dangerous one. Let me try that again, so make sure you hear that. Based on the historical performance of the S&P 500, it's the second decision, the fear-based move to sell, that is the more dangerous one. In fact, even if one was the world's worst market timer over the past several decades, one still made money on stocks, according to an analysis done by institutional portfolio manager and financial writer Ben Carlson. He names his awful, or perhaps unlucky investor, Bob. Hypothetically, Bob made his first investment in the beginning of 1973, right before a 48% crash of the market, the S&P 500. He bought as high as he could buy. It dropped almost in half. This is me summarizing. Bob then held on to the stocks after the drop, saving a total of $46,000 and not getting up the gumption to commit any more savings until again he bought in September of 1987, right before a 34% crash. Bob then continued to hold tight, making only 2 more investments before retirement, which came right before the 2000 crash and then the 2007 crash. So how did Bob do with our hypothetical investment after these 42 years of epic market misfortune? He bought right before the 4 largest drops in the market, the 4 worst times since 1970 to buy. Now I'm summarizing, okay? So how did he do? Well, he made money. In fact, a lot of money. As the market successfully made record highs, Bob turned the $184,000 that he invested on those 4 events, just at those 4 events. $6,000 in 1973, $46,000 in 1987, $68,000 in 2000, $64,000 in 2007. $184,000 turned into $1,160,000 for a total profit of $980,000. That represents an annualized return of roughly 9% on a money-weighted basis. Even after accounting for inflation, Bob has increased his wealth substantially by investing in stocks and never selling. The key is that Bob never, ever sold his holdings. Instead of riding the stock market's long-term trend higher, instead he rode the trend higher. This hypothetical analysis reveals that it is critical to really understand your time horizon and that you need to think long-term. If one's investing horizon is several decades long, then the stock market has proven to be an extremely good bet, provided one didn't attempt to be smart by jumping out when one believes downside is ahead. What would be interesting to do as an overlay, folks, of this particular article, this piece of data, Let me recap. Our hypothetical investor, Bob, put in $184,000 at 4 different times, a total of $184,000 at 4 different times. The 4, he invested the day before at the highest point, the 4 worst crashes since 1970. And the $184,000 turned into $1,160,000. So he made about $1 million. But he never sold. I mean, think if you had bought on September the 10th before 9/11. By the way, that wasn't one of the worst crashes on the day the market opened back up after 9/11. Think about that. What if you bought that day? How freaked out would you be? You bought at a high, and the market dropped substantially. But it didn't drop. I mean, it didn't drop as far as these 4. This guy doing this analysis picked the worst 4 possible downturns, and you invest the day before that. If you don't pull out, you don't get hurt. Those that don't jump off a roller coaster don't get hurt. And they get the thrill of the ride. So, I guess the market's down again today. It could be up again today. I don't know which it is. I don't think I care. And I'd like to do an overlay of all the end-of-the-world predictions that go with these. People trying to get you to do stupid butt things like take all your money out and put it in gold. And then you would see the real stupidity of this over an extreme period of time. After years of being asked to get out of timeshares, I'm excited to announce that we finally found a company I trust to help my listeners get rid of this horrible product. They're called Timeshare Exit Team, and you can find them at timeshareexitteam.com. We've spent a lot of time with these guys, and I know for a fact that they're a good company. Timeshare Exit Team is not a listing program or a resale service, because the fact is, timeshares just don't sell. They're really not worth anything, since nobody buys them except people who are pressured into it. That is not Timeshare Exit Team. These guys get you out of your contract by forcing the resorts to take the contract back. Yes, you're going to write them a check, but here's the good news. They have a 100% guarantee that they will get you out, or you get every bit of your money back. These are the folks that I trust. TimeshareExitTeam.com. Get rid of your timeshare now. TimeshareExitTeam.com.
Winter ends soon, and so does our Spring into Savings sale. For a few more days, save up to 56% on the Total Money Makeover and Dave's New York Times #1 book on business, Entree Leadership. Save on DVDs and tools like envelope systems. Get 1 for $13, 2 for $24, or 3 for just $33. The more you buy, the more you save. But hurry, the Spring into Savings sale ends soon. Stock up in the online store at DaveRamsey.com or call 888-22-PEACE. That's 888-227-3223.
Do you know why people fail? They don't have a plan. That's why I'm a huge fan of email. Emails gives you the meal plan options you need to make smart choices and eat healthy, like paleo, 30-minute meals, budget-friendly, portion control, and many more. Each week, your plan arrives in your inbox and phone app with recipes and a shopping list. And you can switch plans as often as you like. Try emails for 2 weeks free. Go to emails.com right now and sign up. That's emails.com.
Hey, if I say retirement to you, is that a dream or is that a nightmare? This is Bud Hedinger, and my good friend Joel Garris and his team at Nelson Investment Planning Services can help make your retirement a dream and a reality. Here's why you need to call them and call them today. First, a 30-plus year history. They know what really works over time by following their bedrock principle of only recommending investments they own personally. Second is their investment performance. Their traditional growth and income approach seeks to provide you income in retirement while adding growth to your underlying investments so you stay ahead of inflation and taxes. Third, their straight talk advice. Joel's a great guy, but he'll look you right in the eye and tell you what you need to hear when it comes to your personal finances. Give him a call today, 407-629-6477, for that absolutely free consultation. And be sure to listen to him on Dollars and Cents every Sunday at 9 a.m. The number again, to get your retirement on the right path, 407-629-6477.
Nelson Investment Planning Services, Inc. offers securities through the Nelson Invest Brokerage Services, Inc.
Don't just lose weight, Central Florida. Burn fat Orlando. This is Bud, and I lost 33 pounds in 40 days. That's nearly twice as fast as I've ever lost weight on any program. My wife's had the same success, and all without shots, drugs, and those nasty milkshakes. We feel great, we look great. You too can lose 30 to 40 pounds in 40 days with Burn Fat Orlando. Burn Fat Orlando has 5 locations: Apopka, Sanford Lake Mary, Orlando Dr. Phillips, and the Villages. Call now to schedule an appointment, 855-889-THIN, or go to burnfatorlando.com, and soon we'll be seeing less of you.
There was the explosion, and I remember just opening my eyes when it got both of my legs. I had surgery after surgery, and what's going to happen next? The Wounded Warrior Project said, look, brother, everything's going to be okay. 3 months from now, 4 months from now, a year from now, you'll be fine. I don't know if I would be as well adjusted as I am now if it wasn't for them.
To learn more, call 1-877-832-6997 or visit woundedwarriorproject.org.
In the lobby of Ramsey Solutions, Joy is here. Hi, Joy. How are you?
Nice to see you. I'm doing well, Dave. How about you?